Hello guys, welcome once again. Guys, today we will learn how we can integrate a address search functionality in our Laravel app using or consuming Google Map API. Okay, we will be building something like this. Okay, let me show you. Uh, you will be able to search any location here. Okay, and once you select the location, it shows you the location in the map below it. Okay, and then it also returns you the latitude and longitude. Okay, and then of course you can also store the data into the database. Okay, to implement this tutorial, of course we need to consume the Google Map API, and for this you will have to go to the uh, console.cloud.google.com. Okay, and then Google will ask you a couple of questions like your name, address, and then of course you might be need to attach your bank card. Don't worry about that. Google will not deduct any money from you. Being a developer, you can make thousands of requests free of cost. Once you will cross that limit, Google will send you an alert that your free limit is going to be finished. I suggest that once you attach your card and you consume the API, and you set up your Google account, later you can remove your credit or debit card. Okay, anyway, in the navigation bar you will go to APIs and services. Once you click it, okay, right now I have selected enabled APIs and services, and right now you can see to implement this functionality we need to enable these APIs: Places API, Maps JavaScript API, and Geocoding API. You have to enable these APIs into your Google account before you can implement this tutorial. And you can search here. For example, you can search places. I have already enabled them, and then you select. You can see Places API. I'm just showing you. I have already. You can see it's already enabled. If you are not enabled it, okay, then you can enable it here. Okay. Here if I click manage, here it shows me the relevant APIs. Okay, anyway, then you will need to go to the credentials. Okay, and here you can create your create credentials, and then you will click on API key. I have already created. Okay, and then you click on here, and then you will be able to see your secret key, and this secret key will you will use later, so we can consume the Google Map API. Okay, anyway, I have already created a new Laravel application. Okay, and let's make some changes to it. Once we create a new Laravel application, you know that this is the default Laravel view. You can see it's currently Laravel 10.2. Okay, anyway, you can apply this tutorial to any version. It might be a Laravel 8 or Laravel 9 or Laravel 10. Okay, let's go to the welcome.blade.php. Okay, remove this welcome.blade.php. Okay, and then go to the getbootstrap.com, and here, yeah, into the quick start, go below, copy this, and paste it here. Okay, and then let's create a container, give a margin of 5 on all sides, right, left, top, bottom. Yeah, and here Let's make it short. Map API for searching address. Copy it, paste it, consuming Google Map API for searching, or we can say integration of address search functionality using Google Map API in Laravel Laravel web app. Okay, let's refresh it. Yeah, it looks fine. And now we need to copy a simple bootstrap form. Go to the form and copy this first one. I think let's copy it and then place it below the alert div, but inside the div container. Okay, so this is a bootstrap form and we don't need this checkbox. Okay, remove it. Yeah, now make changes to the input field. Let's change the text. Okay, so first search address, city or country, right? And here id will be address input. Guys, keep these ids, input ids, and same. Okay, because later I will be adding a map input.js file which contains some code to implement this functionality. Uh, if you will not keep these IDs, then if you choose your own ID, then you will also have to make the change in the map input.js, which I will be adding later. Okay, so I just suggest you to save time, just keep them as I am keeping. And then it will be text, not an email. And here you see class form controller, and here you will add map input. I will tell you later why you need to keep the ID and class name same as I am, because I have written a map input.js file. There is no need. And then remove it. And then latitude. Okay, and Here id will be address, latitude. Okay, now copy this id, keep the ids and classes name same as I am writing. Of course you can keep them separate, but then you will have to make the adjustment in JavaScript file, which I will be adding later. And here it will be longitude, and similarly here we need to change it with the longitude. Copy it and place it also here. Okay, and make sure you also add the form tags. Okay, let's refresh our app. Yeah, everything looks good. Here we will make a search, and latitude and longitude will be shown automatically. Okay, the next step is you will also need to add this Google Map script. Okay, so just before the body closing tag, okay, add this script. Okay, and here now here we need to replace Google API key with our secret key, which we had got here. Okay, I will copy my secret key from here. Let me copy it. Please do not try to copy my Google API key. After closing this tutorial, I will deactivate my Google API. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I made change in another project. Okay. Yeah, it's already there and I have to copy it here. Right. And now I have written this, I copied this code from Google and I also took help from some other places. Okay, it's difficult to explain it word by word. Okay, but you know, uh, okay, let's just create a new file. And in the public directory, here we will create a new directory. Let's call it JS. Okay, once you create a new directory in the public directory, now you can create a new file and call it map input or whatever you like .js. Okay, and here now I will copy uh, this huge code. Okay, that's why I earlier told you that keep the classes name and id name of input field same, because I am using here the ids and for example, uh, here I kept the class name I added the map input. Okay, the reason was that because here I am using it in this function. Anyway, let's copy this code and do not worry about this code. I will add this whole code into the command, and then you will add it into the file as I am doing it. I will copy it, okay, and then I will place it here, right? And now let's add this script, and path of the file is js, and its name is map input dot js. Okay, let's refresh the page, inspect it to see if there are any errors. Dollar is not defined. I think we need to include the jQuery also. Okay guys, let's add jQuery. Okay, go to jQuery website, okay, and let's add the minified, okay, and copy the CDN of jQuery, okay, and let's paste the JavaScript of jQuery. Okay, now let's refresh our project. Oh yeah, it says expected map div of type HTML. Yeah, actually, we also need to show the map below this input address. Okay, so once we search the address, we also need to display the location below this. And for this, just add this div. Okay, so just below the the search input field. Okay, let's add another div. Okay, and just to make a space, add HR, and similarly at the end of HR horizontal line. Okay, and create a new div. Make sure that you keep the ID same, because it is being used here, ID. Okay, in the map input.js. In case you need to change it, then you will also have to change the make the change in map input.js. Okay, and similarly also keep this ID same. If you want to change it, then you need to change it here. Then you also need to the map input.js file. Okay, okay, let's refresh it. Yeah, I think now it's working fine. I can see my default location. Okay, now if I search address, and once I select it, it will be shown below it. Yeah, the place you select is selected here. For example, if we search for Cape Town here, yeah, it is shown here. And latitude and longitude is also filled. Okay, uh, but it yeah, but we need to, yeah, make them text, and text, and let's refresh it, search a location, and you can see the latitude, and of course then you can save this data into the database. Okay,